like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth on LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right. Salute everybody tapping in. Love, honor, and respect. We're going to get into this video. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? Got a mic check. I bet. So I came in here yesterday. And I did a video. Right? And yesterday morning. And I told y'all yesterday morning that Skip Bayless have avoided the criticism that Shannon Sharpe has gotten. Told y'all in that video I did yesterday morning because Skip Bayless was smart. What do I mean? Skip shut his mouth and he let his lawyers do the work. Now, Shannon Sharpe came out making statements, saying all these things, and now it's prompted this girl to come out and drop these receipts when Shannon Sharpe could have been quiet, let this thing move forward in the court proceedings. Half of this information would have never came out to the public. He probably still would have got his $100 million deal because, you know, these court cases take a long time to draw out while this is going on. And he would have still had his ESPN job, which he probably is going to lose. Right? Yesterday afternoon, my brother 78 Sports TV puts out a video. In his video, he's talking about how people are not keeping the same energy with Skip Bayless and the Skip Bayless allegations. And I agree with him to an extent. But I also think that, like I told y'all yesterday morning in the video I put out, Skip Bayless played his situation smarter. Skip Bayless have a lot of people that don't like him, but he was smart. He shut his mouth and just changed the topic. He kept talking about sports. So people left him alone. The media, he didn't fan the flames. Shannon Sharpe came out and immediately fanned the flames, which caused that girl to respond. You understand what I'm saying? And caused the whole situation, right? That's what happened. Caused the whole situation, right? So, now let's get to this. All right, you guys? So now, let's get to this situation. Nah, them puppies don't woke up. So now, after I saw 7 Sports TV talk about that in his video yesterday, he did a video about Shannon, and he was talking about how people, wasn't really cooking on Skip, didn't have that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Well, I thought, well, Skip Bayless, he just outsmarted Shannon Sharpe. When those allegations came out against him, he shut up and let his lawyers do all the talking, or he let his lawyers do all the work behind the scenes. So people were pressing Skip Bayless about that. All those first few days, they were on Skip Bayless's helmet, on his social medias. They was flooding his social medias, flooding his comments. I saw it. It's still up there. Go back and look at his tweets. But he ignored it. Didn't say nothing. Didn't fan the flames, and the fire went down. Shannon Sharpe, again, he came out immediately, responded, trying to drop text to prove himself in the court of public opinion when he should have let his lawyers do it in the court of law. That way, you don't have a situation where now he got to come out and talk about a video, tapes, all these other things, right? But when 7A made that video, it made me go look. I said, well, hold on. Maybe we might be missing something. Maybe they're talking about Skip Bayless and we didn't see something. And maybe he's got a point. And lo and behold, y'all, not TMZ, not ESPN, not FS1, not any of the major media outlets are talking about this. None of them. But I'm fitting to let y'all know what's going on right here. I'm fitting to let y'all know. And what's going on is this. Apparently, a report came out on Front Office Sports a few days ago, and it took some digging. It took some digging. But Skip Bayless quietly, with FS1, is working on paying this chick off who sued them for sexual assault. Let me repeat myself. Quietly, Skip Bayless, and nobody been talking about this, because normally TMZ, all these people would have this on the front news. It would have came up, I wouldn't have missed it. But when 7A made that video, it prompted me to go back and say, well, hold on, have we been missing something about Skip? And it took some digging. But I found this. Skip Bayless. Now, think about all the smoke Shannon got yesterday, and rightfully so, for getting ready to pay this chick tens of millions of dollars. Now, think about this, right? Now, according to this report, Skip, Joy Taylor, Fox Sports, and all these people are in settlement talks and have been in settlement talks to pay this woman after she filed a lawsuit against the network and Skip. It says Fox Sports, Skip Bayless in settlement talks for harassment suit. A California court filing from Fox attorneys indicates, hey girl, stop crying. Hey, cut it out. Sit down. Oh my God, man. Boy, I tell y'all one thing, man. What up? What's the crowd about? Huh? What up? Oh, okay, baby. Come on. All right. Chill. All right, my bad, y'all. So it says Fox Sports, Skip Bayless in settlement talks for harassment suit. And then it goes on to say a California court filing from Fox attorneys indicates that the network is in settlement discussions with former hairstylist Nushin Faraji. She getting ready to get paid. See, first they dared her, I guess, to do the suit. Said, nah, we ain't. She does this suit, blows up the spot of Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, all of the Fox Sports, Charlie Dixon, all them dudes, right? Blows that whole spot up. Think about this. She ends up suing them because they couldn't come to a settlement before this case. Skip Bayless says nothing. In 3 or 4 days, his story disappears. But they've quietly come back to the table after she filed the lawsuit, y'all. And now they're trying to pay her. Zeke says Jay-Z and Unc lawyers should team up and get 1-800-lawyer Busby out of here. Busby's not going anywhere, regardless of what you think. I know y'all don't like Busby. That's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. You understand what I'm saying? Busby ain't going nowhere. You got to understand, lawyers going to do what they do. See, here's the thing, Zeke, and I see the picture you got, so salute. But here's the thing. What happened to black folks' accountability? What happened to black folks' self-accountability? Stop pointing the finger and blaming everybody else for stupid-ass, dumbass decisions by Shannon Sharpe. Every decision Shannon Sharpe made was dumb. Every decision he made was idiotic and a damn fool. You got that picture up there, but Shannon Sharpe running around here chasing down snow bunnies, nigga. 19, 20-year-old snow bunnies, nigga. When you gonna talk about that? When you gonna talk about the unreal decisions of this idiot to put himself in that position to destroy his career? He did that. Didn't nobody make him go do that? So you want to come in here with all that black talk about that shit. Hold his ass accountable. You mofos want to cry about Tony Busby. No, talk about these punks that get these chips and put themselves in bad situations. Talk about that. No self-accountability. That's the problem with you niggas. And this cycle is going to continue until you break the foolishness. Because, see, they're going to put on a spectacle about Shannon Sharpe publicly because he put himself in a trick bag. He has shows. He talks about people. He talks about different things. He does all these different things. They paying him back in full, nigga. So stop crying about Tony Busby and them punk little comments you putting up there. Stop crying. And tell Shannon Sharpe to move better. He moves sloppy. He on the show, braggadocious and talking about, yeah, I'm doing this, pulling out these type of little packs and stuff like that after the IG live video came out. All of this stuff. You dudes is punks. Y'all ain't got no self-accountability, and that's the reason why this stuff is going to keep happening, and that's the reason why guys like Tony Busby and all these guys exist. Because you allow them to. Stop making excuses. There ain't no reason. You said Tony Busby's a clown. Nigga, how about your... I ain't going to say that. I'm just going to block you. You a punk. You have no self-accountability. Get off your knees, punk. You going to sit up here and come at me when Shannon Sharpe done went to a 19-year-old bunny that's on OnlyFans, and you going to come in here and argue with me after Shannon Sharpe be telling people what not to do. The hell you going to bring your punk ass in here talking to me for, nigga? You niggas is punks. I'm telling you, I hate every last one of you punks. You a punk, boy. You come in here and talk that black talk to me, but Shannon Sharpe, who criticized other people for making bad decisions all the time. Shannon Sharpe have a living of criticizing other people for making bad decisions. And you punks will come bring your Rudy Candy asses in here talking shit to me. I will destroy everything and expose it all. You reap what you sow, punk ass nigga. Shannon Sharpe got all of this shit coming on him because he's a buster. That's right. That's why. He's a buster. He's a simping ass buster that was dropping it like it's hot. His own lawyer said that this nigga was paying this girl for sex, nigga. His lawyer said that, not me. Shut up, I was talking about Shannon never talked about me. Shut your bitch ass up. Shannon went on this channel and talked about everybody else's situation. Now, when somebody talk about him, everybody got a problem. Shannon sit up here all the time, and I am supporting Shannon Sharpe. He tell people, hey, don't put yourself in that situation. Don't do that. But look at him. The pot calling the kettle black. He put himself in them situations. Ain't no good way in hell he's supposed to be mixed up with that girl, man. He's Shannon Sharpe. That's facts. But see, y'all dudes is punks, and y'all don't want to say that. Y'all want to find somebody else to point and blame the finger at all the time because you dudes is weak punks, period. Meanwhile, y'all don't want to talk about Shannon Sharpe being a complete simp, a hypocrite, and out here looking like a damn fool. And don't let this girl trick him out of his. That's the first thing they say. When you get your bag, don't let nobody trick you out your bag. How's you over here giving people advice every day, grilling people, grilling Ocho, grilling all these other people, but you living, moving sloppy like that, man? Get out of here, man. And y'all wonder why Skip Bayless slide under all this stuff. Skip Bayless had damning allegations come out against him, and it went away in 2 days. You know why? Because Skip Bayless don't have that stupidness to his brains. Skip Bayless wasn't going to come out and challenge that girl publicly for that girl to drop receipts on his helmet and keep everybody in the media talking about this stuff. Shannon Sharpe, he do what dumb Negroes do. He come out, this is they're talking to the black man. And I'm gonna tell you something, and see, they're gonna pull out a sex tape, man, and they're gonna edit the tape, man. They're gonna make me look bad, man. What is you in all of this for? You're Shannon Sharpe, bro. You're Shannon Sharpe, bro. Make it make sense. Y'all dudes is crazy as hell, and y'all find and make excuses about everything. Y'all is punks. That's why these dudes can't never grow, come up out of their bull jab situations, and move forward. But anyways, let me get to this article with Skip. Fox Sports has been in mediation with former network hairstylist Nushin Faraji for a possible settlement over her lawsuit against the network. Executive Charlie Dixon, former host Skip Bayless, and current host Joy Taylor. According to court documents, that's crazy how Joy Taylor still has a job and she's in a lawsuit and they're in settlement talks. That's insane. And Charlie Dixon, what's going on with him? Did he get fired? According to court documents obtained by Front Office Sports, Faraji's attorneys and Fox's attorneys mediated the matter on March the 10th. While the parties did not resolve a mediation, they are continuing to engage in settlement discussions with the mediator, the filing said. The parties believe that to preserve resources, it would be beneficial to hold off the initial status conference pending completing settlement negotiations. Attorneys for Faraji, Fox, Bayless, Dixon, and Taylor jointly entered into the stipulation. The news of the mediation and possible settlement talks were contained in a joint filing from attorneys for Faraji seeking an extension of status conference by at least 90 days from an initial status conference in April 22. On April 22, the court granted the joint stipulation and scheduled the initial status conference for July the 29th. FOS broke the story of Faraji's explosive lawsuit on January the 5th. In her lawsuit, she alleged that she was sexually harassed by both Dixon and Skip Bayless and insulted on a personal professional level by Joy Taylor. Dixon has been placed on administrative leave. Taylor was briefly sidelined for Fox, but she returned to host her weekday show Speak after a 2-week absence. Bayless left Fox last year. Former Fox Sports host Julie Stewart-Binks has also sued Fox, alleging that she was sexually assaulted by Dixon at a Los Angeles area hotel in 2016. Awful announcement first reported last week that Dixon filed a response to the lawsuit claiming there was no sexual or offensive contact or intentional contact with Stewart-Binks at the meeting. Fox did not respond to a request for comment, but in January, a company spokesperson told FOS in a statement, "We take these allegations seriously and have no further comment at this time given this pending litigation." The attorneys listed for Bayless and Faraji did not respond to requests for comment. You guys don't get it. Straight up. And this is what I'm trying to tell everybody that listen to my channel, that's listening to this video. You cannot put yourself in stupid positions. Everybody talking about she set Shannon up. She set Shannon up. No, she didn't. That dumb, big, dumb, what did he call Kwame? What did he call Kwame? He called Kwame a big farmer, right? So what is Shannon Sharpe? He's from the South. He got a list, all this stuff he said. What he did. He the one went and approached the girl. He approached her. So how's she the fool when he the one approached her? Make it make sense. I want y'all to make that make sense. How is he the fool? I want y'all to answer this question now. I mean, how is she at fault when he approached her? He approached her. Cut it out. Cut it out. All that howling don't mean nothing. I'm telling y'all this right now. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. Y'all got to make this stuff make sense when y'all doing all that talking. When you doing all that talking, you got to make it make sense. This fool eliminated himself. Why? Poor decisions. And then not only that, after he made the poor decision, what did he do? Made more poor decisions. Shannon Sharpe is a damn fool. Period. That man torpedoed his own career. There ain't no way in the world. I got to put some WD-40 on that shit. Oh. I got to put some WD-40 on that. Hey. So, ain't no way, shape, or form that he ain't supposed to be going through that. I'm telling y'all what it is. I'm telling y'all what it is. So, yeah, that's exactly what happened. You heard what I said? So, Shannon Sharpe made a huge mistake by getting involved with that woman. Skip Bayless made a huge mistake. But guess what? Skip Bayless wasn't stupid. After he made his mistake, he sat down and shut the hell up. Shannon Sharpe, so worried about his brand deals, social media, and all that other stuff, he come out making public statements. And that I knew what that was going to do. When everybody was out here celebrating Shannon Sharpe the first day, I said, don't y'all know he made the worst mistake you can make? Especially when he already had tried to settle this case behind the scenes and nobody knew originally. Because you ain't trying to settle for no reason. When you settle, people say, oh, they make them settle to make it go away. You ain't paying nobody who ain't got no proof against you doing something. Let's keep it 100, my nigga. These people is paying people because they got some shit that's gonna sully their name. You tell me anybody giving somebody millions of dollars of settlement when they don't have no evidence. Get the hell out of here. I dare a nigga to come tell me. I don't care how much money I got. Come tell me you gonna accuse me of something you ain't got no goddamn evidence. Kiss my ass. But see, this is what happens when you have people that take up for the bullshit. Right? Instead of call these punks out for what they is, punks. And running stupidity. Sitting up here high and mighty on your channels, talking all this shit, ain't got no leadership aspect to you. Again, to whom much is given, much is required. Is everybody going to be perfect? No. But you can't be running around here talking all that shit and you out here filthy than a mofo. And that's the problem with Shannon Sharpe. Even the last few months when this dude was in mediation from February, go look at all of Shannon Sharpe's commentary on other situations. This is meanwhile, he got his own situation that nobody in the world knows about except for him, his lawyer, and that girl and Tony Busby. But y'all don't want to tell the truth. Y'all want to hide behind this BS and lie. and make excuses. The excuse is Shannon Sharpe should have never went and met that girl. He should have never been dealing with that girl. That's the truth. That's the truth. You have to be smarter than that when you got that type of money. Everybody talking about, oh, she set him up. She set him up. He set himself up. This fool went on IG Live. Remember? And don't y'all say, you can't make no excuses about that, because all these niggas made videos saying that Shannon Sharpe is a liar. Now, all of a sudden, it's a boo-hoo party for Shannon Sharpe. The hell out of here, man. Nobody want to hear that shit, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. This man sit on TV and live for LeBron James every day. I don't trust him at this point. Based off what I've seen. He didn't come out and originally tell the world that he tried to settle this. That was found out from Tony Busby. Then his lawyer had to admit it. He didn't come out when he's talking about all this other stuff that he talking this high mighty stuff on his channel. He didn't come out and tell y'all that he was paying for it with this girl. His lawyer told you that. His own lawyer said he was paying for it. Make it make sense. How are you going to get up here and get mad when somebody put themselves in a trick bag? This man put himself in a trick bag. The conversation should be how the young fellas should not be stupid like Shannon Sharpe. Get multi-millions of dollars and throw it away. And then they want to blame Tony Busby or somebody else for doing what lawyers do. Period. I'm just saying. They're taking all of our black leaders. Who said that Shannon Sharpe is a black leader? I'm just saying. See, let me tell y'all something. You don't see Grant Hill and no shit like this. Never. You know why? Because he get to me and go somewhere and mind his own goddamn business. You don't see Russell Wilson getting in no shit like this. You know why? Because he married Sierra, have his kids, and get the hell out the way. They're not caught up in ratchet, stupid foolishness like this. Shannon Sharpe been messy, and this is the truth. He sat up here, talk, host shows where people talk about other people, and now mofos want to get mad. Like I said before, Shannon Sharpe have been on this foolishness. He was sitting up there braggadocious after he acted like he was crying or sad about that IG video coming out. These are all facts. But people want to twist this stuff, man. I'm not finna twist it. I'm finna tell you what a TI is, my nigga. Shannon Sharpe is a simp, period. That's all there is to it. He's a simp. He got played. That's his fault. How you gonna blame a girl for doing what they do? I'm just gonna say, she on OnlyFans. She's telling you what's up. How you gonna blame her for doing what she do? And again, his lawyer said that he paid for it. But Shannon Sharpe be on his channels telling everybody else the advice of what they need to do. I told you, I ain't never taken no relationship advice from a nigga that's not married, currently happy, and have his family in order. Don't give me no relationship advice. How the hell can you give me relationship advice and you not married? You not happily married. I'm saying, that makes no sense to me. Why people take advice from people who divorced 3-4 times, got 5-6 kids by different baby mamas, all this other stuff. And y'all crazy as hell. The blind leading the blind. But they want to get mad at me when I tell the truth. Niggas, please. 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 And Skip Bayless, the little slithering chump he is, he was able to slither away from all of this stuff because he ain't as dumb as Shannon Sharpe. He was quiet. It's only so long people can argue with themselves. Skip Bayless said, hey, argue with yourself. You're not finna argue with me. And guess what? If my brother 7-8 would not have made that video yesterday, because I talked about Skip. But if my brother 7-8 would not have made that video yesterday, I'm telling y'all something. Had he would have not made that video yesterday, right? I'm telling y'all right now, had he would have not made that video, man, bro, I wouldn't have thought about this. Because I had told y'all yesterday morning about Skip in that situation. I hadn't seen nothing for Skip come up in the media. TMZ, none of that stuff. TMZ, none of these people reported this. None of those people reported this. I want y'all to think about that. None of them reported this. Now you have this situation right here in front of us. Right? So that's something that you really have to think about. Because now once 7-8 said that, and shout out to 7-8, once he said that, I looked hard into the internet and I found this story on Front Row Sports. I was like, damn, I didn't even see this. Normally, I don't miss this type of stuff. But they had it buried, which is what they do. But we're going to talk about it. So that's what's going on with Skip Bayless. You understand what I'm saying? So they're secretly going to pay this woman, is what this report is saying. Think about that, y'all. So basically, isn't that like an admission of guilt? Because why not go to court? If you're innocent, why not skip and them take the girl to court and prove her wrong in court? Why not do that? Mm-hmm. See? Now, and so, like I said, my brother have a great point there. I understand what he's saying. And listen, I understand some of the brothers is not going to agree with what I'm saying. I still love them brothers, but I'm going to stand on what I believe. And what I believe is that these dudes is punks. I believe that these dudes is punks. They run in groups. They man fanboys. Right? Shannon Sharpe really crashed out on a whole basketball team for a dude that don't even respect him like that. A dude that won't even stand up for himself. I want y'all to think about this. Shannon Sharpe ready to crash out on a whole professional NBA basketball team for LeBron James. Meanwhile, LeBron James ain't a man. He ain't willing to stand up for himself. He let this man, Kevin Gates, talk about his wife like a dog. And Kevin Gates showed up right there half court to see if LeBron was going to keep that same energy that he kept with Skip Bayless. But what did y'all do? Y'all praised LeBron James when he ran on little punk Stephen A. Smith. Kevin Gates sitting courtside. Why he ain't run down on Kevin Gates? That man disrespected your wife. That man disrespected your wife, and you did nothing. You marked out, dog. He did nothing. This is all facts. And to the person who said she set Skip up, no, she didn't. How she set Skip up when she said he approached her. See, you guys got to stop saying this shit. Y'all sound stupid. You sound stupid when you say that, brother. You said she set Skip up when she said Skip approached her. How she set Skip up? Let me ask y'all a question. How these women setting these dudes up when these dudes is approaching these crazy-ass women? You're Skip Bayless. You damn near 80 years old. You're married. What the hell is you in here twisting it up with this woman for? You're Skip. If it was an option, if it was a problem, she's coming on to you, you don't want her around, tell her producers, hey, get her out of here. They're going to fire her, but way before they even think about you. She ain't nothing but a hairstylist. Cut it out, man. Cut out the cap and the excuses for these punks. Because Skip is a simp, too. He's a real-life simp, too. Skip got all this bravado in the public. In the public, he got all this bravado. These dudes is chumps. I'm telling y'all this. And you still got people in here talking about, yeah, I'm Team Shannon. I'm Team Shannon. Team stupidity. Shannon Sharpe running around here, and I could put the picture. They got videos of that girl on social media twerking that accused Shannon Sharpe. Twerking. Shaking that thing. Twerking. And it's like Dreamers Pro said, every 6 months, Shannon Sharpe got to come out here and apologize about something to his sponsors, to the fans. When is it going to stop? Apologize about the incident with the NBA when you're fighting with the team. Apologize about the situation that happened on TV. Back with what you call it. Apologize about the IG Live video. Apologize about this situation. Come on, man. Cut it out. When you going to make changes to yourself? Tell y'all something, man. And that's the reason why I said Shannon Sharpe is a new fool, because he lucky. Because if this situation was that recent, it still may be in the statute of limitations. He better stop playing, because everybody keeps talking about why she don't take a criminal. Shit, you keep playing with these people. And let me answer that, because I think people don't have brains when they say that. Man, why doesn't she go to the criminal? Why does she have to go to the civil, nigga? Because dudes get hurt worse when you hit them in their pockets. Dudes get hurt worse when you hit them in their pockets. And you know why a lot of the women like this girl won't go criminal? Because if she locks Shannon Sharpe up, that stops the nigga from getting money to pay her, you damn fool. Let me repeat myself again, because you dudes is stuck on stupidity. And I'm here to change your mindset and how you think. Say it again. What good to her is Shannon Sharpe locked up and unable to get money? Spending all his money on legal fees, trying to keep him. No. She said, nah, you go get that check, you gonna give it to me. That's how these chicks is checking these niggas. But y'all not using y'all brains and thinking. Oh, man, why would she go file a criminal if it's that serious? That's why, nigga. See, you niggas is easy to cook. All y'all. A lot of y'all ain't got no brains at all. You have no critical thinking skills. You have no brains. You have no sense. If she goes and puts Shannon Sharpe in prison, she ain't getting that $10 million. That's why these chicks is suing you first. They gonna get your money first, like Cassie did. Then they gonna go get your ass locked up. They gonna make sure they get the money first. Y'all not using y'all mind though. And like I said, I wouldn't even be going in on Shay Sharpe like this, because I was a fan of Shay Sharpe. But you can't be talking all that critical and then yourself be caught up in all this shit. It's impossible. It's impossible, bro. And it's funny to me how quick these niggas turn at every single situation. It's funny to me, bro. Because like I said, when this fool went and put out that Instagram video, and I was the only one that was taking up for Shannon Sharpe. Everybody else said he's a liar. He went on, he faked it. He went on and did it himself. That falls right into what the girl said he was doing. Secretly recording stuff. And then everybody wants to say, oh, she secretly recorded him. These niggas is dumb as hell. So let me get this straight. You criticize the girls when they have no evidence. Then when this girl start recording Shannon Sharpe and keeping the text messages, y'all say, oh, she plotting against him. No, nigga. She got smart. She saw all the other people in front of her that got played and made look stupid because they had no receipts. So what did she do? She kept receipts on this nigga. How you gonna get mad when she started keeping receipts on this idiot instead of getting mad at him for the action? That's the problem y'all got right here. And that's the reason why this stuff will never stop. It will continue to be an ongoing cycle because y'all not cutting off the root of the problem, which is these dumb, non-brain having dudes like Shannon Sharpe simping out, but will come on here and criticize people on various different topics. Notice how none of his NFL colleagues in the past have come out and spoken out for Shannon Sharpe. Notice this. Notice how none of his co-workers have come out speaking up for this dude. Past or present, nobody. Nobody. You didn't see this type of shit going on with Stuart Scott. These people kept it professional. They was real leaders. But y'all get these dudes up in here, these man fans up in here, like Shannon Sharpe, can't never stop bloviating about LeBron James, a grown man with his own family. I don't want to hear it. And to the person who says the audio kept stopping, man, lady, know your role and shut your mouth. It's easy to be cooked. She talking about it may have been clipped. You know why I wasn't clipped? You know why I wasn't clipped, Rose? And stop with these lame-ass excuses, man. Your excuse is effing lame. You know why it's lame as shit? Because after that video came out, Shannon Sharpe came out. I mean, after that audio came out, Shannon Sharpe came out talking about a video, man. He didn't even address the audio. You know why? Because he knows the audio is real and it ain't edited. Because if it was, he would have cooked that and addressed that too when he put his video out yesterday. Because he put his video out after the audio came out. That would have been the first thing he shot down, and his lawyers. They would have said the audio is fake. That's not us. It's chopped up. He didn't say nothing about that audio because he can't. They got him dead to rights. He never knew they had an audio. So be quiet, man. Know your role and shut your mouth. Stinking thinking, man. Stinking thinking. You ain't had no brains, man, to be thinking correctly like you should be. Don't you think if that audio was fake, Shannon and his lawyers who had a press conference yesterday would have came out and said, yeah, that audio is fake. Everybody on YouTube making excuses for this lame ass nigga. Period. He didn't even defend himself against that audio. He defended himself against a video that ain't even been put out. Period. Tony Busby put out an audio and Shannon Sharpe comes out afterwards saying, oh yeah, he gonna put out a video that's spiced up. Now what about the audio right there? Everybody on YouTube, oh man, that audio ain't right. They doing the audio, man. Come on, man. Man, shut up. See, you ain't saying nothing now, ma'am. You got checked. You don't have any thinking skills. Think. If that tape was fake, Shannon Sharpe and his lawyers yesterday, when they did that, when his lawyer did that press conference, they came out and went at that. They went at everything else except for the audio. Because you know why? Tony Busby said we got multiple audios. And that's just one. I told you, they're going to slow walk Shannon Sharpe. Every time Shannon Sharpe come out here and do something else stupid, they're going to drop another audio. That's worse. They may drop one today. Since he came out wanting to drop all these texts yesterday. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Then Shannon sat up there and lied like a dog, talking about some, yeah, because they're gonna drop a video. But Tony, why not drop the full 10-minute video? How you know how long the video is, Shannon, unless you saw the whole video? You said they said they secretly recorded him, but how did he know how long the video was? I want y'all to. People don't have no critical thinking skills. I swear to God, people stuck on stupid. Think about what Shannon Sharpe said yesterday. Because see, Tony, he just shake down black men. He did the same thing to Jay-Z. He wouldn't say Diddy. You know why? Because this dude's a punk. He won't connect himself to Diddy. He won't say Deshaun Watson. You know why? Because he talked all that shit about Deshaun Watson in football on the field. So he won't even talk about Deshaun Watson because we already know Tony Busby aired Deshaun Watson out. As much shit as Shannon Sharpe talked about Deshaun Watson, he was getting ready to do the same thing Deshaun Watson did, pay settlements. Deshaun Watson paid settlements to 23 out of 25 women to Tony Busby. Shannon Sharpe talked all that shit. He was secretly negotiating to pay a settlement with Tony Busby. The same dude that sued, had all the women sue Deshaun Watson, and he won all those settlements. Make it make sense. The girl rejected the settlement, and then Shannon Sharpe come out talking about, it's a shakedown, they're trying to get me. Nah, nigga, if it was a shakedown, you would have said, no, kiss my ass. I'm not paying you no money. I'm coming out and suing you off top. That's not what you did. You tried to call an audible, but everybody caught you. You got sacked on the play. 15-yard loss, Shannon Sharpe. 15-yard loss. These are all facts. Theron said, now look at this, y'all. Theron said this. Hold on, let me put this up here. Theron, I seen your comment. Theron said this. Shannon Sharpe said, half your age plus 7 should be the lowest age you should deal with. Shaking my head. But this nigga out here dealing with a girl that was 19. Come on, man. These niggas don't even want to tell the truth, bro. That's the part I don't like about these niggas, shouted. Niggas don't even want to keep it real. But this nigga been critical of all these people. And this nigga out here on cap, my nigga. On cap. But we gonna sit up here and talk about, man, what about Tony Buzz? Now, F that. What about this fool right here putting himself in a trick bag? Period. What about that? Risk your brands, risk your sponsorships. You got that much money on the line? You got that much money on the line? Like I said before, they're going to get mad at me for telling this truth, but the truth won't set you and it's going to keep you free. See, when you're dealing with demons and devils, they don't want to see to hear this truth. You run up on this fire, you get burnt, little nigga. These are facts. These are all facts. These are all facts. All facts. Right? So, as I said before, Skip Bayless moved differently than this dude. He shut up because Skip did not want this woman or her team to come out dropping receipts. Shannon Sharpe, no, I got to say something, man. I got to show proof. I got to say something. He panicked. Right? So, as I said to y'all, right? And I'm going to say this again. When you get into these positions, especially when you're critical of people, bro, you can't throw stones if you live in a glass house. You can't. You can't. And let me ask y'all this question. How would Shannon Sharpe feel if a dude 30 years older was dating one of his daughters? Come on now. The way he talk. Come on now. I'm saying the way he talk. But Skip Bayless have been able to slide and slither under all this controversy because Skip Bayless shut his mouth. He didn't fan the flames. Oh, Skip Bayless is a chump. He the worst of one of them all. But Skip Bayless is very, very smart. He was quiet because he did not want this to raise up. And look how all these reports, even TMZ, all these people, they didn't even report on Skip Bayless. Front office sports. And you got to literally dig to find the article, which is crazy. Which is crazy. No, we don't all talk like Shannon Sharpe. That's not true. We don't all talk like Shannon Sharpe. Because everybody ain't out here moving sloppy like Shannon Sharpe. Everybody that ain't out here don't got the type of money, power, position of Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe talked down to Ocho so bad when that nigga was late to that show. He berated Ocho basically on discipline and all these other things. Remember? Go back and look it up. And he have no discipline. How you going to be telling somebody else about discipline and all these other things and you don't possess those qualities? Make it make sense. Where are the real leaders at? Where are the real leaders at? Then I disagree with some of my brothers. My brother 78, he know I love him. That's my guy. I love that brother. He says, oh, I don't know no brother that ain't never said that they would do something. I know a lot of brothers that's never told their chicks something like, oh, I'm a click. Man, listen, bro. I got a motto. If you ain't rocking and rolling, hey, I'm not finna finish up here and argue with you. Do what you do. I'm not finna stress out. Because with that situation, all you do is put yourself in a trick bag, because then it becomes your word against hers. But I agree with my brother on a lot of different things the way he speak about different issues from his experiences, because everybody got different experiences in life, you know. But this stuff right here with Shannon Sharpe, man, this man put himself in a trick bag, man. And Skip Bayless have been able to slither, and everybody quiet about Skip. He's been able to slither because he was quiet. He didn't come out trying to fight this in the public. He said, we'll do it behind the scenes in court with my lawyers. And that's all Shannon should have did. If Shannon would have said nothing, ESPN would have kept him on. He would have got his $100 million deal. And he could have quietly settled this thing behind the scenes. The fact that Shannon Sharpe came out hooting and hollering, acting like he going to drop evidence, knowing this girl got a video. But he outsmarted. He didn't know she had audio too. So now Shannon Sharpe is going crazy. You can see him stressed out yesterday. You know why he going crazy, y'all? He don't know what else she got on tape. Tony Buzzer said they got multiple audios. You don't know what Shannon Sharpe man told this girl on tape that they got, that they're going to drop. And you talking about you going to sue Tony Busby? I think not. I think not. That was the worst thing he could have said. You going to sue me? Oh, okay, drop the other video. I mean, the other audio. The other audio. Yeah, the one where he said that. Yeah, drop that right there. Now Shannon probably going back thinking about every conversation he had with this girl, especially towards the end. What was she recording? I don't believe she taped everything. I believe she started taping it at the end. I believe that after that IG live, I think that she really thought that she was in there. I believe that after that IG live, when she found out, with the world found out that Shannon was out here, you know, doing what he do, I believe she then turned on this nigga as far as started making sure that she kept receipts on him. That's what I believe. I believe she turned from being willing, like it's consensual, you ain't got to have no, to now you got to pay for it. Because his Shannon Sharpe lawyer said that. It turned into being transactional. His lawyer said that, Lanny J. Davis. Right? So that's another thing people ain't cooking Shannon on. Why is you paying this chick like this? This chick, why? Bro, why is you paying a chick to smash that you was hitting for free? Like, you know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a trick bag. And then you going to drop the tweets where she talking about $25K per cheek. And your lawyer comes back and says, oh, well, Shannon was paying her. You know why his lawyer said that, you guys? I think Shannon's lawyer said that to get ahead of the story, because maybe she has evidence of this and they know that evidence may drop. So to soften the blow, they say it first. And again, the last thing I'm going to say about that video with Shannon Sharpe, who he's a damn fool about that video. Think about that video with Shannon Sharpe, y'all. Why in the blue hell with Shannon Sharpe, and I want everybody to think about what I said, why in the blue hell with this fool, Shannon Sharpe, come out talking about that video? He destroyed himself. Shannon Sharpe says, and Tony Busby, he has a video. Now, he's going to spice it up in a 30-second clip, but that video is about 10 minutes long. How do you know how long the video is, Shannon, if they said she secretly recorded you? Unless you saw the video. He destroyed himself. Anybody with common sense is going to ask Shannon, Shannon, how do you know that video is spliced if you've never seen the video? How? And Shannon, if you say that Tony Busby's going to make you look bad, and that there's a whole video out there, and they got the whole video, why would you be willing to pay that woman tens of millions of dollars from what your lawyer said? Why would you be willing to do that if you knew this woman had a full video recording that was a fake tape, or that was an edited, or that she had a full video recording that you saw that proves your innocence? Shannon Sharpe says the whole video proves his innocence. If that's the case, we ain't selling. Tell them to pull out the whole video, Judge. I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Shannon got in that meeting when they met for the mediation. They played Shannon that entire video. Shannon saw how long the video was, and he had to settle. He had to settle. Because he knew if they played that in a court, he's done. He knew that. He knew that. He knew that. Right? These are all facts. Think about it. Pookie says, let's talk about what Pookie said, y'all. Pookie says, why did she go back after he allegedly R-worded her? Pookie, that's a great question. Now, Pookie, let me answer your question, right? Let me answer your question. Why do many women go back to men after they beat them and abuse them? Pookie, let me ask you a question. You know how many women right now are living with men that beat them on a regular basis and they don't leave? They don't leave. They don't call the cops. Pookie, you have to understand one thing. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't think like you or me or somebody else. Everybody have a different mentality. That's why you have people who rob, people who kill, people who steal, people who are regular workers. Because different people have different mentalities. Some people are willing to work hard. Some people want to take it the easy route. So when you talk about, well, why did she take it for years? Some people are willing to accept things like that. They grew up watching their mama get beat. So they think it's normal activity because their mama did not fight back. Their mama did not report it. Some dudes grew up beating their women because they saw their daddy beat their mama with no repercussions. These are the things you have to think about. You have to have critical thinking skills when you think. That's why I cook these niggas every time. Niggas running around here looking like Mr. Bookman, they get cooked every time. Every time. Diddy innocent, man. Diddy innocent about everything, man. Double cheeseburger ass. Like I said. These ninjas is cheeseburger Eddie hit. Want to be around celebrities so bad. It's a disgrace. Buckwheat reincarnated. And don't let me get to cooking for real. So as I said before, when you asked that question, you said only married women. That's not true. There are men who beat their girlfriends. We just saw that dude beating up that girl on live. What is you talking about, dog? The YouTuber who just got arrested because he got caught on live beating up that girl. Guess what that girl said? It wasn't the only time he beat her up. He beat her up multiple times. The only reason why he got in trouble is because that one was on live. Yeah, the YouTuber the other week. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Scrape the plate on these punks because they don't want to listen. So yeah, dog, don't come in here with that, small talk, brother. We talk big talk over here, Playboy. You said, do I think she was role playing? No, she wasn't. You know why she wasn't role playing in that? You know why she wasn't role playing in that? Because that had turned into a money thing now. That turned into a money thing. Shannon Sharpe's lawyer said it. So if you tricking and paying the money for, of course she gonna talk money. Shannon Sharpe lawyer, the one that said it turned to be a transactional relationship. So, like I said, it's easy to look at a text message and say, oh yeah, she was gaming this nigga. Nah, he gamed himself. Think about it. Right? Shannon Sharpe was in control of what he wanted. He was in control of his money. He didn't have to pay that chick. Yeah. What did he say, Iman Perry? Shannon Sharpe said on his show, you pay them to leave. He said that. Only that he was paying her to stay, according to his lawyer, because they was having transactional sex at the end. But everybody want to get this dude a pass. This man come out here talking all this shit about Kwame Brown, talking down on these dudes, stand up on these dudes, and this dude got all this shit to him, man. Come on, man. Stop this, bro. Stop this, bro. Man berated Ocho. I never forget how he berated Ocho over Ocho being late. I never forget that shit. Berated Ocho. Yeah, he stayed going in on Ant Edwards. Think about that. Think about that. How you all this critical about people and you got your own situation going on? Think about that. Right? Hold on one second. Right? So yeah, I'm just telling y'all what it is. And I've been a guy, I've supported Shannon Sharpe. That's been on record. That's been on record. Right? These are all facts. These are all facts. And Shannon Sharpe has told y'all this before. I'm gonna put up his quote. He told this on Nightcap to Anthony Edwards. And everybody going, why you cooking Shannon like this? Because he's a hypocrite. I'm gonna call this shit out. Since don't nobody else want to do it, I'm gonna call this bullshit out. Because he put himself in a trick bag and he deserved to get cooked 3 the hard way. When you do dumb shit like this after you've been talking down on all these people, you need to get cooked. Let me pull up to y'all what he said to Anthony Edwards, the NBA basketball player that's going through that situation with the baby mamas. I'm gonna put the quote on the screen, what he said. See, you can't take back what he said. And now the chickens have come home to roost. Let me put this on. This is what Shannon Sharpe said. Shannon Sharpe and Chad Ochocinco Johnson shared their opinion on Nightcap Podcast. Instead of critically analyzing the situation, Sharpe gave some profound advice to the 23-year-old. Take some time. Cool down. You're upset because you didn't want to be with her. You were just having a good time. Sometimes when you lay, you gotta pay. That's the only advice I would give him. There you go right there. Simping ass niggas. And y'all get mad at me for telling the truth. Man, nigga, sit down, nigga, and brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. Class is in session, my nigga. Class is in session, my nigga. And the video's up there too when he said it too. Class is in session, my nigga. That's his quote to Anthony Edwards, the other, not too long ago. Take some time. Cool down, Shannon Sharpe said. You're upset because you didn't want to be with her. You were just having a good time. Sometimes when you're late, you gotta pay. That's the only advice I would give him. That's the only advice. Not that, hey, bro, don't put yourself in these bad situations with these freaks where now you got kids and stuff. Nah. His only advice is when you lay, you gotta pay. But people talking about this chick setting him up with the $25K per cheek. Man, nigga, shut up, nigga. Before I really cook. Before I get deep into this bag. Deep into this deep fry. Because it's more. Trust me, I got more. Trust me, I got more. Right? Stop playing. Stop playing. I can keep going. I can keep going with these quotes. A lot of things have been said on Nightcap and Club Shay Shay. The only advice I would give him is sometimes when you lay, you gotta pay. Not the advice that, hey, bro, leave them hoes alone, man. Leave these freaks alone, bro. Not that advice. Not the advice to stop having babies by these chicks that you don't even want to claim the child. Not that advice. Sometimes when you lay, you gotta pay. That's the advice. Y'all let me know what y'all. And y'all wonder why Skip Bayless out here flying under the radar. Skip Bayless ain't saying that type of stuff. He doing his dirt and shutting the hell up. So when people criticizing Skip like, hey man, how long you gonna argue with a brick wall? People ain't gonna argue with a brick wall too long. Somebody that's not gonna argue back. Skip did not engage. So even though Skip is a slithering chump, who they now say is trying to quietly settle this lawsuit. That's crazy that they're trying to settle this and pay this girl. That's crazy. So that makes me even think even more of Skip's guilt. Because Skip Bayless have always been a fighter. He's always been a guy who's, I'm going to fight. Why not fight this lawsuit in court, Skip? Tell us, Skipper. I'm just saying. Like, share, subscribe, y'all. Class dismissed, man.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym. Work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.